man BB Shea.
What's up, y'all?
You golfing this weekend?
No, I don't have anything to do this weekend.
I just read that the favorite thing for people to do on the 4th of July is nothing.
Nothing.
Sit around, enjoy, relax.
So many people traveling. I'm trying to stay in the AC as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm doing.
You know what I find is interesting is that this is the U.S. Is the 250th birthday
Next
that's
year.
Next
it's
year.
249.
Yeah, you don't hear much about.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard much about it yet because I lived through the bicentennial.
Well, me too.
It was a monster. I mean, it was a big deal. It was
Huge.
everywhere.
I think they'll make it a big deal next year.
You would hope. Do you know the Latin word for 250 years? I know what you know what bicentennial.
Of course, I do not know the Latin word. No.
I learned it because I went to a school. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Because BB Shea will surprise you.
Yeah,
because he
weirdly
knows.
enough. No, I don't know this one.
Hey, Borglum was a clue last night on Jeopardy.
No
On
way.
Jeopardy last
No
night.
way.
I got it.
Dang.
I was like, who is Borglum? My wife's
Mount
like,
Rushmore.
That's right. My wife's like, how'd you know that? It's like,
Sculptor.
Yep, sculptor, Borglum.
You gave me no credit, right?
No, of course not. I just know stuff.
Just know that one.
What are you going to do? So,
It's the sesquicentennial.
oh, the sesquicentennial. We'll let President Trump say
You
that.
didn't even
next.
give me a shot. You just assumed
Oh,
I
I'm
did.
sorry,
I'm
Big. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Did you know that?
No, I thought it was penis and Uranus. Also Latin.
That's penis.
Yeah.
You know my goal. Now I was here for the bicentennial. I was 5 years old. I want to be here for the tricentennial as well. That's what I want.
2076?
2076. I would be 105 years old.
I don't think anybody's going to be around for that.
You'll be mostly robotic parts.
Red Rachel's the only one that'll be around for that
Should
one.
be around for that one. 2076.
By then, we might be able to keep you alive robotically.
Exactly. I
just a head in a jar.
Yeah, that's right.
even at age 5, I thought I want to be here 100 years from now for the tricentennial. Wouldn't that be
ego on
that would be
you.
crazy.
Because I'd get on the local news then. Now they'd come see me then. He lived
Yeah.
through the bicentennial. Now, and I do remember it.
They could interview you. Well, I haven't urinated in 20 years. That's when I got my robot prostate. And,
That's what I want to do. That's
You know,
right.
see, all the people now that are turning 100 have real life stories. World Wars, Korean Wars, Vietnam. What have you served in? I made French fries.
yeah.
That's a good point. Were you that guy on the radio 10 hours a day?
Oh yeah. Not all my choice.
Somebody asked Chris Demm. He just told us. Somebody, what was it, on Facebook or something?
Yeah, just a random Facebook message.
Yeah, the message was, "Are you that DJ on 10 hours a day?" And Chris Demm said,
Yes.
I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah. He had me dead to rights.
Yeah, he's
Not
on
gonna lie.
Yeah, like, not our choice.
It wasn't my choice, Chief.
They throw us on. You know?
The spirit of Biggie moved me.
Yeah.
I am. What of it? That's right. I am. I want to do the same thing on the tricentennial that I did on my bicentennial. Ride my big wheel. There was a big wheel. We went down to, listen, on the bicentennial, July 4th, 1976.
Eat ice cream till you get a tummy ache.
Yes, we went down to the parking lot at Rose's, and they had a competition for riding big wheels or bicycles, and you rode all around an obstacle course, and then you ate ice cream as long as you wanted to. That's what I'm going to do on the tricentennial.
We used to be a proper society, didn't we?
That's when
Golly, that sounds like a blast.
That's
I want a
about-
Bike parade.
That's right.
I wanted
chocolate. It's vanilla. I wanted chocolate.
That's all I got, kid.
and that's what I'm going to say on the tricentennial as well. Soft foods, a soft serve
Yes,
ice cream
yes.
is what I'll be
I rode
having.
my big wheel here.
All right, buddy. All right.
Yeah, you'll have the same mental capacity as age 5.
That's right. It'll be the exact same thing.
One day I'm going to be a manager here.
All right. It's a Roses, kid.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, also, I'm glad you're here for this, BB Shea. This has to do with 4th of July. So you're not going to a cookout or anything?
No,
like
nothing.
You're just staying home.
Unless something comes up last second.
But you're the hot dog guy.
Yeah, I know. I eat them so often throughout the year. I just kind of take this day off.
Yeah.
Watch
Often
other people.
Sorry, BB. You've told us before that on a lot of times when big holidays roll around, and I consider this a big holiday,
Oh, yeah.
your family leaves town and leaves you behind.
Yeah, so my dad left town on Father's Day.
Smart.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
And
And
it's-
wasn't your mom gone for Thanksgiving?
she was gone for Thanksgiving
That's right.
and Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day.
And this year, I don't know. They haven't told me anything.
They're just
I guess they're just
leaving.
leaving
You
me
could
out of
just
the
wake up
loop.
in an
Yeah.
empty house.
That's
Yeah.
So you don't do any of that. Do you like you like a barbecue, though?
Yeah, like a barbecue. Yeah.
What about fireworks?
I don't stay up that late for them.
You're not into that.
No.
I saw this. Now, what about potato chips at the cookout? Because I just saw an in-depth thing. I wanted your opinion on this. Because you're a big foodie. They had like what parts of the country like different brands of potato chip. And from South Carolina to Delaware was Utz. Like all these many states in the East.
They're good chips.
Yeah.
I think it's good chip too.
I figured we'd be more of a Lay's
Not
region.
my first choice. I go Lay's.
Over
Nuts?
I don't know
Over
why,
Utz.
but I thought Ruffles.
Well, now if Ruffles is in the picture.
You like those? I like Utz.
I grew up with a family that Ruffles were at barbecues. It was just a big bowl of plain Ruffle chips.
Yeah,
That was
us
it.
too.
You can't beat a Ruffles.
That's
Yeah.
true. They're really good. Lay's good too, but Ruffle has a
Ruffles
got
a heavier chip.
It's a heavier chip. Now some others, I didn't know these chips. New Jersey and Pennsylvania, Hers.
Hers are big in the Northeast.
You like those?
I do, yeah. I have family that live there, and whenever we go, I love to get some Hers.
Is that a large, like thick chip with big ridges?
Not necessarily. No, it's more of like a like a Lay's type.
Oh, it
from
is.
what I remember. Yeah,
Just
Oh,
a standard potato chip.
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know that I've had Hers.
But just like I don't know, it's just different. The
I think I've
saltiness is there. It's
I've
great.
seen the bags at like various delis.
Mhm. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Now in Georgia, the favorite chip is Zaps. Z-A-P.
Oh yeah,
You know Zaps?
I know Zaps. I know of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that chip.
Never seen one.
Do you know that one?
Is that the New Orleans brand one, like the
Yes.
Voodoo one?
Yep.
You've
bingo.
probably seen the bag.
Zaps chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell
Probably.
them around here. You can find them.
Okay.
Are they new-ish?
No, they've been
No.
around for a while.
They're like a kettle style, but they're very New Orleans. Like
Mhm.
I think one's called like the Voodoo chip. It's like
Does that mean
seasoned-
spices?
Yeah, spices like a New
Okay.
Orleans Cajun spice.
Are the bags New Orleans colors?
Very colorful.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Louisiana and Georgia's favorites. That makes sense. Now, most of the 17 states were Ruffles and 15 Lay's, so that makes sense.
Mhm.
And then Pringles got several states as
I
well.
love a Pringle.
Ohio, Alabama, and
Not
Missouri.
a chip.
Ooh.
By law,
Yeah.
can't call it that.
That's right.
The guy that used to sit right there where you're sitting used to tell us, and he told us many times, that you cannot call it a potato chip. It is a potato crisp because it has to be at least 50% potato, and Pringles is not. That's knowledge right there.
And maybe it's something about that chair that makes you act a little odd
No.
because he would bring in Lay's stacks and force them
The
on
Lay's
us.
stacks were better than the Pringles.
See?
That's-
I will
You're-
jump on that ship.
The man who used to sit right there where
Yeah.
you're sitting said that same thing.
They are better.
That's a better. He brought it in here one day. We were like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Eat this."
Eat this.
And he was right. He was right. Now those don't lead. Lay's stackers don't lead any states. The other ones in New England, Cape Cod chips, which makes sense, I guess. I've had those. They're good. You've seen Cape Cod chips?
I have seen those. That's like a kettle chip too, right?
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it
I
is.
see them
yeah.
in delis occasionally.
Yeah, that's right. And then on the West Coast, Kettle brand. It's called Kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like the Kettle. Aren't
That's a
those
crunchier,
larger,
heavier chip.
chip. I like those too.
I'd give me the paper thin.
Oh, you
over
like
kettle
that?
all
Really?
day. I just want a little crunch and salt.
But remember, I do a lot of flavors and I dip. I have
Yeah, you do dip.
I have heavy dip. In fact, in high school, people used to say you're taking too much dip. When we'd have a party or something, like I'd be over at the dip table and taking big, huge glob of dip on top of the
BB
chip.
Shea's seen it. I've seen it. We've all
Yeah.
seen
Yeah,
it.
you know
It
that.
drops
Yeah.
onto the table. You still eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has to work their way around you.
That's right, because I
Yeah.
am there for the. Are you a dipper?
Not really, no.
Okay, well,
I'm
that's
plain Jane when it comes to chips.
so-
I'm trying to think of the other brands of chip when I was a kid. Of course, Charles chips has old people will talk about Charles
in the
chips
tin
forever.
They
cans,
deliver
right?
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
those were good.
And I think before we discovered Lay's and Ruffles, we ate Wise.
Wise.
It had,
Oh
had
yeah,
an
Big.
owl on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're still around.
In my opinion, the best barbecue chip is Wise. I love them. I love.
See,
those chips.
Tom's is around.
Yeah, I've seen those chips.
Yeah,
They always seem like vending machine chips to me.
yeah.
Never in the with the premium shelf space.
Agreed. Now, did you like Wise?
That's all we knew.
Yeah, us too.
But to me, when I remember Wise, I remember the bag with the logo.
Yep.
And they had way more burnt chips than Lay's.
Oh, yeah.
And way more than Ruffles.
That's probably true.
Just destroyed green, brown.
There's a lot of green. There was a lot of green around the corner.
When I think of Wise chips, I think
Yeah.
of those green edges.
We would always get Wise, either barbecue or sour cream and onion. My mother would buy those for me. And I'd just sit in front of the TV, watch Guiding Light, and eat them. And golly, that's childhood.
What a life, man.
Ain't that America?
That's childhood. That's exactly right. That may have led to my chunkiness as a teenager. Because she'd make me my bowl of dip, and I would sit there with my Wise potato chips and watch Guiding Light and eat it.
My grandma used to let me eat Cool Whip out the bowl just to shut me up.
I love
Watch
that.
Maury Povich and eat Cool Whip.
That's right.
That's all
Did
I
you
used to
at
do.
least use a spoon?
No.
No.
Finger?
What am I? No. Yes, I three-fingered it. Yes.
three-fingered it.
Right in the gullet.
Who was it that did three-finger pudding on a plane? Was it Ron DeSantis would eat his pudding with
Yeah.
three-finger
Three fingers.
pudding? That's how you have to do it. One more note on food now. It has nothing to do with the 4th of
Pudding
July.
fingers, they called them.
Pudding finger. That's what
They kind of did them in.
Trump called him that, right? Old pudding finger.
Yeah.
Right there.
Is this who you want running your country?
Old pudding finger. They're allied now, though. They're
You have to be with Trump.
Yeah, you got to suck it up.
For the 50th anniversary of the Egg McMuffin, which is also now 50th anniversary. Now, Kristen remembers a day when there was no Egg McMuffin, as do I. McDonald's is introducing 3 new Egg McMuffin items, all spicy. The Spicy McMuffin, the Spicy Sausage McMuffin, and the Spicy Sausage McMuffin with egg.
I want to try these.
Ooh, I like
You're
that.
interested.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they look
interested in
good.
that, yeah. Cheese, egg, Canadian bacon, or sausage on a buttered English muffin topped with spicy pepper sauce, like a spicy pepper jelly,
Yeah.
I guess. That sounds like something you'd like.
Heck yeah.
I figured you'd be into that. Limited time only, starts on July 8th. Egg McMuffin, created in 1975 by franchisee Herb Peterson as a portable version of Eggs Benedict, and took off like you wouldn't believe at McDonald's.
Through the years, I've become a sausage McMuffin with egg.
Oh,
person.
yes.
He has.
Yes, that's
I
true.
have.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Kafka.
Yeah.
Like Metamorphosis when the man turned into the cockroach.
You become.
BB Shea knows the
Oh, yeah.
Kafka.
Kafka. Yeah. I know all
Kafka.
that, yeah.
Question on Jeopardy last night about Kafka.
Kafka.
I got it right.
Cockroach.
Right. Chris Demm told me. I knew it.
Yeah.
My wife said, "How'd you know that?" I just know things.
No.
Right.
It's Kafka-esque.
So you like the you
Love
like
the sausage McMuffin with egg. I think the original Egg McMuffin
Mm-hmm.
has zero taste. Very boring sandwich.
The Canadian bacon version.
Yeah.
BB Shea, take a guess at how many Egg McMuffins Chris Demm has had in his whole life.
I feel like it's a specific 2.
0.
You overbid.
You are over 0 Egg Mc
Yeah.
or Big Mac.
I'd have been close with -1.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Have you?
It looks horrific.
It is my least favorite of the McDonald's bread options.
Mhm.
Biscuit, McGriddle, and English muffin or
Yeah.
McMuffin. But they're okay. They're not bad.
Yeah. Well, Biggie's right. The first one is
Boring
boring. It's
taste.
boring,
You got to
isn't
get the sausage. It really makes a world of difference.
Try these spicy
McDonald's biscuits are okay, but I would take a McGriddle all day.
McGriddle is next level.
They love.
Yeah.
He loves that now with the syrup in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yes.
Good stuff.